Hello friends, welcome back. We are studying ASP.NET Web API. This video is continuation of last video, that is RESTful API verbs. In last video, we saw all the concepts related to RESTful API verbs theoretically. In this video, we are going to see the practical implementation of all the commonly used HTTP verbs. So if you are not aware of that part, my request is to watch that video first, and I'll attach the link of this video in the description below. So let us see the practical implementation of this, and let us switch to Visual Studio. So here I'm using the same application that we have created, which is Web API Basics, and for this RESTful API verbs implementation, I have already coded some part. So here I added a course model which is having these properties, that is course ID, course name, and duration. Duration will be in the number of hours, and even I added a course controller. Now the course controller is having this static list of course, and initially I put some 3 courses in this list, and if you see, I already wrote all the 4 methods which represents CRUD operation. The first one is get method, which will gives you the list of all the courses that are available. Okay, so what I did here, I just write one get method which is return I HTTP action result, and with this OK method I am returning this list of course. So this is the method which is returning all the courses. Now the second one is again a get method, but it is returning a specific course. Okay, basically here you have to pass the argument. So you can say this is overload of it, and both will be differentiated with the help of this ID. And here I just put one check that if my ID is within 0 to less than count, then only I'm returning that particular course. Otherwise I'm saying not found. So 404 status will be returned. So here on the list you can use an indexer. So just you have to specify that indexer value through ID, and that's why I use the indexer sign, which is nothing but a open close square bracket. Okay, so I hope you are aware of this part. On list we can use indexer. So here I'm just going from 0 to count minus 1 values, because here in list or in case of array or in any collection, your first value is located at 0th collection and last value will be definitely at count minus 1. So that check has been put here, and based on that, that specific value at that specific index will be returned. So next is post method, and post method is accepting the course object, and this method is going to create a new resource. Basically whatever the new resource will be posted, we are going to add it to our list. So you can consider this list as your table, database table, where you are going to add your values. So in this way you are going to create a new course. So here we have ready-made method of list, that is add. To that add method I'm just going to pass this object, and again we are returning the OK. Now the next is put method. So in put method also we have put this check, means if the ID is within range of 0 to count minus 1, then whatever the course value or course object we have provided, we are updating that course value. Otherwise, if index is out of range, we are saying not found. Okay, so basically what we are doing, we are finding that location, and to that location we are overwriting the COBJ, that is nothing but a course object. So basically we are modifying it. And the last method is delete, which represents your delete verb. So here also we put the same check. If our ID is within the range of 0 to count minus 1, we are removing that value from the list, and there is one method called as remove at, and for that remove at method you have to provide the index value. So it will remove that particular course from the list course or from our list collection. And if this operation is performed successfully, we are returning OK. Otherwise, if index is out of range, we are saying not found. Now, the one more interesting thing is that you might noted it that I declared this collection as static. So static means what? This is common for all the objects, right? I believe that you understand the concept of static. Static means what? Whatever is the static data available in your class is common for multiple objects of that classes. So in this case, what is going to happen whenever I am going to request for this any method in our course controller, a new object of course controller will be created. Every time if I call get method, if I call post method, put method or delete method, any method I'm going to call, definitely a new object of course controller will be created. Okay, and if I do not keep this list as static, what happened? Under this course controller, every time a new list object will be created. But if I keep it static, no matter how many instances get created, this list will be common for all the instances or all the objects of course controller. So let us test this in Postman. So first of all, we need a localhost IP. So let us run our application. This is the IP. I'm just copying it and let us switch to Postman. So let me put it here. So my first request is going to be get request. Now our URI pattern is something like this: API slash, okay, this word we have to use, and then I have to call my controller. I have to specify the controller name, which is course. Let us hit the send button, and you can see all the three courses that are available here, right? One is JavaScript, second is HTML, third one is CSS. Now let us try to create new resource using post. Okay, now here we have to go to body, say raw, and we are going to pass JSON data. So don't forget to select this JSON, and then you have to pass the object in the form of JSON. So curly braces, let us copy this. So we just have to alter the values only. Okay, done. So my next course is going to be fourth course. We already have a 3 course. Let us say bootstrap, and say it on an average it takes 15 hours. So I'll mention it. Say send. So here also we got 200, that is OK status, means our request get executed successfully. Now let us check whether this course get inserted in our list or not. So definitely I have to use get method. So from the history I'm going to select this and say again hit send. Let us check. See, the fourth course is also available. So I hope you understand the concept of why I created the static list. Otherwise, it won't work. You can definitely try it offline and check and let me know in the comment section. Okay. Now, let us try to fetch a particular course. Say I want to see the course at third location. So I say 3 and again I'll hit a send button. So I got this. Okay, this is at third index because our index starts with 0. Now let us try to execute put request. So in the case of put request, I have to specify the ID of the course that I want to alter and as well as the modified content. So that will modified content goes through body because it is not a primitive type, it is complex type, right? Primitive type data can go through query string, whereas complex type of data by default goes through body. We already studied this. Okay, so switch to body, again say raw, here I have to say JSON, and I want to modify this. So let us copy this and alter the values that you want to alter. So I just want to alter the duration to 20 hours. Hit a send button, and again I'm going to hit this get request. Okay, I want to specifically check the record at third index. So let us see whether it is modified or not. See, the hours get updated to 20 hours, so it's working fine. Now the last request is pending, which is nothing but a delete request. So let us try it. So just select delete from this drop down, and here again you have to mention the ID that you want to delete. So again I'll say 3, or say let us say the record at second index. Hit send. Okay, so our request get executed successfully. You can see 200 OK response here, or status code here. Again we'll hit this get request to check whether that record at second index get deleted or not. I'll hit send button. We actually have 4 records. So second index record means the third record get deleted. First, second is there, third record is not there, and fourth record is there. Okay, so don't go on ID. Actually this record is at 0th position, this is at first position, and third record get deleted, which is at second position. Okay, so I hope you understood how these verbs work practically. In upcoming video, we are going to see all this CRUD operation using entity framework. Means we are actually storing our data in the database. Thank you for watching.